Good evening, Oceanink. Nicosar here with Grace this evening.
Hey, morning.
Yeah, so we are here to bring you a match that some of you might have seen already, some of you have played already. It's Yurika versus Diamantia.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I don't sound out. Cool. All right. I get it. Sorry, I'm just looking at chat. Yeah, this will be an interesting match. We're gonna see how the new squad lines up against Yurika.
New squad, although obviously quite a few players that we're very familiar with.
Yeah, but we don't know exactly how they're gonna mesh, and we'll find out.
Just a preemptive big thank you to Shades for recording this. So much obliged.
Right there. Let's go.
Alright, so we've got this, we're doing it through the old-fashioned video playback sync-up, so how about we do it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okie dokie.
Here
Alright,
we
so
go.
we're starting off with Tower Control Reef. This is a fairly standard map, honestly. There's nothing too weird that can go on here. So we'll just see what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Is that an Octobrush, or am I blind?
I think that's an Octobrush.
Oh boy.
Yeah. No, this will be fun. Next running it.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm not going to write off anything Next
sure
chooses.
Ace is absolutely thrilled. But anyway, yeah, so we got some fairly standard things coming out here. Custom Blaster, 10 attack. The Dynamo's a bit interesting from the side of the Diamanta.
Yeah.
Oh boy, words.
I mean, I think there's a lot to like about the Gold Dynamo.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a little clunky, but you get over that.
Certainly, it's one of those weapons that if someone's taking it, I know for a fact that they know how to use it.
Yeah.
Gotta respect that. Yeah, alright, so,
Stingray count. There's only one. It's the 52 deco from Yurika. And that's interesting.
On the other hand, the inkjet count is substantial.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think we've probably got the first proper offensive of the match developing here.
Yeah.
A lot of indecisive back and forth, but now checkpoint 1's been cleared. We've got 4 squids still up on Yurika's side. We'll see how far they go.
The Rapid Pro's just running that tower like a champ.
Yep. Oh boy, now we're left with only 1v2. Nex and Lanford. Oh, and Lanford gets that blaster angle. Very nice.
So that's a functional wipe. So Yurika's gonna... They're still in a pretty good spot. They got a good first push, and they still have enough turf control. Looks like the Custom Blaster's going for a flank over on the right-hand side of the map. Popping Inkjet as well.
And unfortunately just getting ambushed there, not able to take any advantage of it.
Yeah.
Yurika, once again, not really on the offensive, but certainly preventing Diamantia from getting anything done in their own right.
Yeah, it's just... You want to be able to actually do something, and Ace is jumping back to spawn to use his Stingray.
Yeah, just saying that tower's not going anywhere.
Getting a pick on the tower, that's pretty good.
Tower resetting back to mid, and then a whole bunch of neutral splats.
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously 43. I feel that's actually with the second checkpoint broken. That's a reasonable lead right now for Yurika.
Yeah. Yeah. Once you get past the second checkpoint, it becomes a lot harder to push in, because getting up to the last checkpoint, it's a mess.
It's one of those things as well where I think you actually see a fair few KOs here, because often the kind of push that's able to get past that second checkpoint in the first place is probably a KO push anyway, because you really just need to lock the entire team down to achieve it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like the distance between the final checkpoint and the goal is really not that much.
Sloop there on Lanford dueling. Sloop does manage to punish that jump, but it wasn't looking like a sure thing.
Yeah, Diamanta just had 3 down, and I think the last one was coming out of spawn, so they have to play really defensively against this push. Yeah,
and of course with the Stingray just going forward, it's very hard for them to get room to maneuver, but they're doing the right things. They're getting picks here and there, and they have made Yurika step off the tower.
Oof.
Oh boy.
Yeah, just eating the 52 there. Not ideal, but what can you do sometimes?
But like Ace, I think... Oh, there we go. Yeah, going for it a bit too aggressively, getting punished.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
And now they've got their tower pusher, the Rapids, back on. Oh no, taken out by iFlux there in the back. That's a good effort.
That's very good effort. Yeah, iFlux going forward, cleaning
Yeah.
up the street. But no one on the tower, unfortunately. So Diamantia's not actually getting any points out of this.
Yeah, and they're not even getting much turf control back either. So it's like it's good that they're being able to do things. So they just got to get that little bit extra if they want to get this in their favour.
Yeah, with a minute left though, and we've got that Stingray sitting there on the 52, just laughing at them at the moment. They need to get some pace.
Yeah.
And yeah, really, Yurika's just not allowing them to.
Oh wow, Slook's being a hero down underneath mid. Like, he was being chased by 2 people, got the dynamo, and he's still going.
That's just living the Unperry dream, really.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter how good the other people are. If they can't outguess you, they can't hit you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Avoiding getting punished on that super jump as well.
Oh my god, he's jumping again.
Wow, that's I'm not sure if that's overconfident or just preternaturally lucky. That's quite something, and with a last-minute push on the tower prepped here, but no real points on the board. Oh, there we go. No, Yurika just not even allowing an overtime.
Get them back in there.
Yeah, so very interesting that, you know, that strong early and mid game from Yurika pretty much allowed them to just turn it into a skirmish for the second half of the game.
Yeah, and that's what you want, really. It's just, if you get a good enough lead and you can hold it, then, you know, you're laughing.
Yeah, you know, if you're confident that you can just sit on a points advantage, and not really feel the need to keep on pushing aggressively, just rely on the other team, you know, being under that objective pressure to get you a bunch of advantageous splats, and why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, so after this one, yeah, there we go. So we're on our way to Rainmaker and Wahoo World.
Ooh boy, that's a spicy one.
I like it, honestly.
I haven't played it enough to have a strong opinion on it, honestly, but it's Wahoo. Wahoo is always an interesting ride.
I mean, I'm always fond of any Rainmaker bit where you've got an extended uninkable option for a push.
Yeah, I should know all about that because Camp Triggerfish is the best Rainmaker map.
Oh, I mean,
at me, I don't care.
I will avoid conflict here because Hammerhead Bridge isn't in the game.
Yeah, right. All right. I'll pay that.
Well, registering, I mean, but you know, that is wonderful having those situations, and similarly, like on New Albuquerque Hotel as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
you can't just push it wantonly. You've got to actually have a plan around how you're going to actually push it, because otherwise you're just going to get splattered, and then it's like, well,
yeah, not going to do you any good. Of course, we do have Albuquerque coming up later in this set, game 6, but it's tower control, not Rainmaker, so another time perhaps.
Another time.
Yeah, you know, Wahoo obviously does have a lot of that verticality, and often without easily paintable options. So, you know, in a way it feels a lot more like a Splatoon 1 map than a Splatoon 2 map.
Yeah, are we expecting any particular things to come out here? Specials, aside from Inkjet?
Honestly, like, I mean, I think we're at a point in the game where the Inkjet's something you can almost always rely on having at least one in the team. But,
yeah,
frankly, I think these players, many of them are just sufficiently flexible that I don't think I can make any confident predictions about weapons.
Alright, fair enough.
I guess we'll see. I mean, I'm hoping to see another Dynamo play. We'll see whether that's, you know... Oh boy. And we do see that. Next, rocking the Nautilus.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Looks like Diamantia hasn't actually changed their comp at all.
It looks identical. On the other hand, Yurika have switched around quite a bit. I think we've got to change to everything.
Everything's different, yeah. The Nautilus is interesting because I haven't actually seen a lot of people play that.
I've given it a whirl, and it does your brain in if you're not used to it.
Yeah.
But very, very confident early splats there for
Diamantia.
Yurika.
I really hope I'm saying that right. Please tell me if I'm not.
I think it's Diamantia.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll tell us in chat.
I'm pretty sure we've actually been told in text and stream team channel, but there weren't any pings, and it was yesterday, so I'm gonna just barrel forward.
Anyhow, back to the game.
Yes. So that early push, 57 points, isn't really much here. It got stopped pretty thoroughly. That double play, though, there gives 2 down on Diamantia's side, and Yurika just going for it. 13 points in about a second.
The Rainmaker got stopped again, so Diamantia might have time to get back in.
But we're going again. We've got another burst. 3-all on the teams. I'm not sure it's necessarily the end. Okay, iFlux picks it up, so at least it's not going forward without a death.
Yeah.
But just gets trapped.
If only to reset it at that point, because you're in a fairly neutral position, and you give Yurika an inch, they might just run it in.
Oh, they will take that whole mile if they can. Ace not getting the picks with the Stingray, I suppose,
Yeah.
Rainmaker's not quite as predictable as Tower Control, and it's certainly a much less constricted map. And,
I find that with Stingrays on Rainmaker, you generally want to save it for when the enemy team picks it up, and you just really need to splat them. But, again, that's assuming a perfect situation.
Wow. Sluke just tearing things to shreds.
Sliding in.
Probably would have been 3 if the teammate hadn't already gotten that splat on the Inkjet.
Yeah.
And going for the outside push this time round. Custom Blaster forces a retreat, though. Oh,
wow.
I think
Dynamo
that was...
fall off. Let's go.
I mean, if you can make it work, why not?
Hell yeah.
Alright, 3 down, in fact, on Yurika very briefly, so, I think we're looking pretty good here. We're going to see some purple points, maybe.
Rain coming back to mid is giving him a bit of mid control back, so they might be able to set up Diamantia, that is. Okay, saying that every time.
Yeah.
Alright, Sluke's the hero today.
Sluke is absolutely, but
He went in and just...
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's a wipe.
Pretty nice team you've got there. Shame if something would have happened to it.
Yeah.
And,
And now, with that wipe, Yurika's just setting up turf control before picking it up.
And they are picking it up, though. They're not just going to rest on their laurels. Clearly they figure with 2 minutes remaining, they want to get a better score. Maybe even try for a knockout. Ace there. Oh, yeah. Stopped by Goy.
Yeah, the Squelchies just rolled out of all those shots. Good play by Goy.
But that Inkjet is forcing Lanford to just keep their head down there. Got the Inkjet charged up of their own, though. So there we go. Next gets ambushed. Lanford then goes, gets beaten by Sluke. That's unfortunate. That could have been a really nice rollout.
I think having the Jet there as well didn't help. Because it's like, I may have been able to deal with the Dapples by themselves, but you just have that extra bit of annoyance.
Yeah, especially at a range that your weapon doesn't have any answer to.
Yeah.
And wow, Kilometers gets the sneaky pickup and is going for it. We've got.
Yeah, you take those.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Goy, good. Very very solid work stopping that push before it could do any more damage. But that's still really unfortunate for Diamantia that it's not able to get any initiative here.
Diamantia actually has a fair amount of mid control. As long as they don't get picked off again, they might be in a good spot to get a counter push.
Well, with 1 minute remaining, they've probably got one chance for a Rainmaker splat, and then after that, it's just going to be do or die.
There's the Stingray I was talking about earlier.
Honestly, I feel that you actually want it coming out now. You don't want it coming out 30 seconds later.
You really want it to be forced now, so that you have to...
Unfortunately, everything else is...
You're making your winning push.
Yeah, it's all gone. It's all gone Eureka's way for them. All the splats have been trades or just been clean Eureka picks. Next now, charging in with the baller. Ace falls on top of the bomb.
Yep, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. So, at the very least, we do have clear air. Diamantia, they're getting overtime. Whether or not that's going to turn into a win.
Sluke's being the hero again.
Oh boy, no, and Sluke does it! Just goodbye.
Yeah, he got 2 there.
And that's the end.
Yeah, that's all they needed.
Yeah, wow. Very impressive performance there. Sluke really just, earning his keep, I suppose.
Yeah, just rolled in, splattered some people, and then it's like, well, that was that.
Yeah, that's Julie life. All right, well,
I don't know how they do it.
Yeah,
It's wizardry, I swear.
yeah, sometimes you just need a bit of black magic. I think, we got Splat Zones on Inkblot next.
Looks like we've got a sub coming in for Diamantia, I believe. So we'll see what's happening there.
Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens.
Zones Inkblot. Oh, this is a map, alright.
Well,
the zone is so big, and it's really hard to, like, you can't just have one person trying to paint the zone to take it back, because unless you're on top of mid, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, because it's so spread out. It's not like Kelp where you can kind of sort of use the sides. You know, it's just too hard. Yeah. You can't get a nice neat angle where you can see the two separate bits.
Yeah, it's just you don't have the maneuverability that you need to kite around, unlike in Kelp Dome. Yeah, no, it gets very tricky.
Obviously, as well, unlike Kelp Dome, you've got all these positions where the teams can just shoot in from the sides or just stare down from their spawn platforms. You're much more exposed on the point itself than you are on Kelp.
Yeah, it's also interesting that since it's a large enough zone, if you're running a rain weapon, like the rain's not going to be enough to neutralize zone. Like you need to put in a little bit more effort.
So yeah, a lot of time you've just got to stick your neck out. You've got to move forward and trust that, your knowledge of where the enemy team are, or, in fact, where the opponent, where your teammates are as well, covering you, is good enough to keep you alive.
Yeah, you've always got to watch out from the flanks in the, the pits. I don't want to call them pits.
I can't remember.
I think that's quite right.
I'm just going to go with the tree. I like tree as a call out.
Yeah, that'll do. Always got to be aware that there's always going to be someone at some point that will just run that way out of spawn, and if you get caught unaware by it, it can be devastating.
And it's, in that situation where, because it's it's such a small map, if you want to play forward defense, you're pretty much sitting straight outside the other team's spawn.
Yeah, and they have the high ground advantage as well coming out of their spawn. So it's like, it's so risky, right? And you just get into a situation where, if they manage to take out one or two, then suddenly you've lost control.
Yeah, it can snowball very, very easily. And we're seeing, once again, a complete weapon swap on Yurika's side. Yeah. Diamantia opting for a slight weapon change. It looks like we're rocking that heavy Splatling Deco. I do like that.
Yeah, they subbed in Depressor in possibly just for this purpose, because Heavy can just sit on that block and has a fairly safe time painting zone and, putting out bubbles. Yeah. Bubbles are also really good on this zone because you can pop them over mid and you can get most of the zone.
Oh boy, yeah, so Slook polishes off Lanford there, very confident drop in. But still, we're ticking down for Diamantia here. Their score's looking pretty nice, and there's not really any sign that Yurika are going to... Oh, there we go. Commentator's curse.
Yeah, pretty much. Ace is rocking the ballpoint on top mid now. That's... Oh boy.
I mean, it's scary.
A good ballpoint is terrifying, honestly.
And now we're seeing here Slook playing up on the platform, and it doesn't pay off. Just cleaned up by Lanford.
Ooh, Ace gets a critical splat over there on the platform. And a second on the inkjet.
Yeah, iFlux going down like just unfortunately as soon as the inkjet was open. Depressor does pick up one with the bubbles though.
Yeah, that's a good bubble.
You're getting rid of the other Splatlings. Huge.
The zone. I'm not sure. It's 3 down from Yurika. Diamantia will probably grab the zone back, and they do. Yeah,
no, very confident. And of course, we've just had a change of Splatling sitting on top of the point. Depressor now getting ready for the inevitable ballpoint conflict.
Yep. And as a heavy, it's just like ballpoint has more range than you, and it's like.
Kilometers playing tag with the bubbles, picks up 2. Oh boy.
Yeah. Just forces the heavy off.
Yeah, and then with Nexus help, just manages to polish off the last one. Very, very nice retake there from Yurika.
Yeah, running into 3 people is not ideal there. I can appreciate the sentiment, but yeah. Sometimes you just gotta pick your fights.
Goizord unfortunately just stays in that blaster zone, but Lanford does punish next there. We've got Lanford and iFlux teaming up there, but Sleuth just says no, no inkjet for you.
Yeah, just immediately. Now Ace has pulled out his inkjet.
Yeah, that's absolutely terrifying. Because when it runs out, it's just back to being a ballpoint in pole position.
Yeah, it's great.
That's the scariest inkjet in the game, I feel.
Yeah, and since you're playing a long-range weapon, you can run Respawn Punisher on it, and that's just even worse.
Yeah, and you know...
I'm actually wondering what Ace was running on that ballpoint, because I'm sure you may be able to actually tell us, but you know.
Well, yeah, I guess we can find out. Maybe we'll just prepare some questions. I think Ace is going to be joining Calamar Cat for commentary later this evening.
Oh yeah, he could tell us now, or he could tell us later.
Yeah.
We'll find out either way.
Anyway, a very confident defense from Yurika there in that last push. They were able to use that objective pressure very effectively to just force, you know, Diamantia to essentially do panic plays.
Yeah. According to Ace, he didn't run Respawn Punisher that game. Shame.
Oh well. Didn't need it, clearly.
It's still ballpoint.
Yeah.
Ballpoint is... Yeah. It's a weapon, alright.
It's a hell of a weapon. You know, and if and when a new kit comes out for it, I'm sure that's also going to be a very, very scary thing to worry about.
Yeah, I feel like, because like, I think the main weapon is good enough, and I don't think its kit's actually too great. Like, Mist Inkjet is not... Mist is medium. Inkjet's fine, but you're also playing a longer range weapon, so you need it less.
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like the alt set would probably have something kind of similar. It's just kind of like a low power kit because the main weapon is good enough, you know?
Yeah, I get you there. You know, certainly it's it is one of those weapons though. It's, you know, it's almost similar to the Tetra Dualies, where the kit sometimes is almost irrelevant.
Yeah. At least with the original, the
Dark
Tetra.
Yeah, with the Dark. And then the Light Tetra Dualies turned up and we were all very sad.
Yeah, because at least it's a better set. It's not perfect, and honestly, I think it's probably fine as it is.
Yeah. I mean, like, someone at Nintendo clearly decided that they needed to have chickens.
Yeah, I can pay that after how obviously disappointing Carbon Deco was going to be.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's... you know, I'd rather have disappointing than genuinely terrifying.
Yeah. And it's like, Tetra's used Autobomb Launcher pretty well. Like, it's not, like, completely... what's what I'm looking for here? Like...
Well, it's not useless.
Like, yeah, it's not useless. It's not... It doesn't choke you out. It doesn't put you under immense amounts of pressure, but they are a lot safer when using it, unlike the Carbon Deco.
Yeah, which is just if someone's in medium range, they can just shoot you and you're stuck there with your roller and you're sad.
Yeah, because you don't have your burst bombs anymore because you're in the middle of a bomb rush.
Yeah, realistically, all you can do is just stop using your special and try and swim away.
Yeah, it's...
not fun. Anyway, it's Clamblitz time now. We're off to Starfish main stage. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, I want to see how they roll out to begin with, because because of the multiple different ways that you can get throughout the map, like, you could just go straight through the main stage, but you don't have to.
Yeah, you can definitely, you know, just focus on the sides to begin with, try and claim the attics. All right. I expect we're probably going to see some more weapon switches as well.
Yeah, if Yurika keeps swapping all their weapons, I don't see why they wouldn't keep doing it.
Do you reckon we're going to see a Splatling here?
We might see a Nautilus. I know that Yurika does really like Baller for Clan Blitz. So if it's not going to be the Nautilus, I might expect to see like Gluga Decos out of Ace. Oh no, we got the Nautilus though.
We have. Cool, and a Splat Roller meanwhile on Diamantia's side.
Yeah.
And we do see, we see the Dapples. I like it.
Ooh boy, here we go. But yeah, no, the splat roll is really good at defending basket because people are just sitting in predictable spots. So you just go, oh, I'll have that one.
Wow, look at that rollout. Oh, wow. Nex manages to play the hero and stop what was a 3-1 player advantage for Diamantia. With the Nautilus, no less. And it looks like Depress is just going for it. Oh, no, there we go.
Just holding back a bit.
Yeah, realizes that...
Splash down to guard the jump. That's interesting.
Well,
That's
you know, no one went down, so you can't say it didn't work.
Yeah. I mean, it's more just a zoning thing. It's like, stay away from my jumper.
Splashdown's always a tool in need of a use.
Alright, guys, going in to try and stop this push from Yurika. He gets 2,
and meanwhile, Kilometers goes down, but Nex has enough clams. Do we see? We do. We see a break.
And then just uses the baller for safety.
Of course.
Oh,
we've got...
yeah, there we go.
Almost swarmed, and that's the end of that. No, none of his teammates decided to join in that push. Probably correctly.
Most of them were dead at the time, so
yeah,
not much you can do there.
Oh wow! So we're seeing
that's a very interesting jump, but
possibly just to keep it up in the air, distract people with the UI. Depress is ready to go in now. We got Kilometers waiting.
Got a splash down. Ooh, here we go.
Oh boy, and there we go. There we go. It's all on Nex to defend now. We get the break. Do we see more clams coming in? We see the jump.
Yeah. The second.
Lovely.
The second power clam came in.
And a few more.
I keep wanting to call it hand egg, but
yeah. I mean, you know, I'm game for that. It's a bit too pointy.
We got in another 3 clams before carking it there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and it's a wipe, but at least it was a staggered one. So we do have some players up long before anyone on Yurika's able to get back to the scoring zone.
Yeah.
You know, it's a pretty solid lead.
Looks like they need. Diamantia is possibly looking for a flank on the right-hand side. There.
Yes, we see a squid roller going around, I think. Depressor, never mind.
Oof.
Yeah, that's really, really tough. Stuck between a shooter and a baller.
Yeah. It's just like, well, guess I'm just gonna get splattered here.
Yeah, I'll see you in another, 6 seconds or so.
Yurika's got a ball, but it doesn't look like they're pushing in yet. It's possibly because they don't have ball already. And
well, I think the position just didn't work out in their favour.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Lanford playing the hero here.
Sluke's rolling in.
And we're going to see it. Oh no, Depressor just comes in and says no. Sluke does get the splat though. Oh boy, we're going to see it.
Sluke got there. What a hero.
What a hero. We've got all of Sluke's teammates still up, but the turf's not there for them. I don't think we're going to see anything more going in this time around. Yeah, Ace gets a bit eager there, throws in the bubbles, but just gets caught.
Yeah. Forge problems.
Yeah. And the Inkjet going up in the middle. Lanford there trying to chase down Nex. He's playing very, very aggressively there against that Inkjet and succeeding. Boom! Off goes the baller. Wow. Just picking up a cool 2 there.
And Diamantia's free down.
Yeah.
And it looks like Yurika's setting up for another push.
We've got 2 power clams. We've got a bunch of small ones. But wow, is that
2 down
bombs? Was it?
And
whatever it was good for
down
Diamantia.
Yeah, that's going to stifle that one.
Yeah, Depressor possibly just going to go simply to keep the basket closed.
Oh, what?
Oh no! Eureka got the throw off and we missed. Oh wow!
Oh no!
They're functionally at the tie.
And they lost the ball to the.
All they need is one more clam and they're taking the lead.
Yeah, they're not really in a position to do much with that though, so they've got to make another ball and then
ball and anything.
That one last push.
30 seconds. I guess it will see.
Like
I think it's a tall order.
At this point.
But they've proven that they can just slip through the defenses. All they need to do is do it once more. Oh boy, so Nexus baller purely defensive there. Falls down on Fat Dog, blows up but doesn't get the splat. And wow, everyone's just so compressed here. Wow, Diamantia unfortunately just not in a position to put any pressure on Yurika.
Well,
we've got that lone ball. Ace just needs to pick it up. Ace has the bubbles going, gets splattered though. Wow.
They
Sluke in there, gets the break.
Just gotta get one.
Oh wow!
Wow.
That's the kind of trick that really only works in an overtime push.
Yeah,
You know, that would have cost them everything to achieve. Wow. Still, well played by Yurika there. You know, they knew that they didn't need anything but that one clam after the break, and so that's what they did. Wow, I did not expect that.
It's just like, you're in overtime. You may as well throw yourself in.
Yeah. Wow, yeah, you don't need to worry about a respawn wave that's going to punish you if you get wiped, because if you haven't already overtaken at that point, you've lost anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Very, very cool play. All right, well, it's turf war time now. Yeah, Yurika looking very happy with a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, and here we go. We've got turf war now. Anything can happen.
Absolutely. Anchovy games still a bit new for everybody, so we're just starting it off in turf, nice and easy.
Yeah,
everyone can just
newish.
Yeah, well, it's.
I don't think the map's that much different.
Oh, I was more meaning it just hasn't been around that long too.
Not in Splat 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So people probably aren't adjusted to it with the specials.
Yeah, the rank modes I feel have changed a bit. Turf is not really very different at all, like you say.
Yeah, I think the only real difference is that the middle platforms don't raise as high as they did in the original.
Isn't the shape a bit different as well?
Possibly.
Of the raised bits, at least. I guess we'll see. I don't think I've actually played it in turf yet.
It's a ride.
Cool. Let's have a look. Alright, well. I think we're seeing possibly another substitution. Possibly people are just waiting to make sure everything's groovy.
I think I did hear the sound for a
player
swap.
Funny how it goes. There we go. Alright. Well, I think everyone's getting ready here. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad to see Anchovy come back.
It's a good map. It's certainly different, but we need a bit more different because it's more exciting that way.
I do like the way that you've now got a few more options in the other modes as well. Like, in Rainmaker, you can try and be cheeky with the propel lifts on the right flank attack.
I looked at the Clan Billets map the other day, and I'm just sitting there going, how do you actually push this?
Where's the basket?
Options. It's just as you come out of spawn, straight ahead, pretty much.
Oh yeah, so sort of
going toward mid.
Similar to where the tower objective is?
Quite possibly. I haven't looked at all the maps in detail yet. Whoops. I think you can get a ball in from the platform past the propeller lift, but you have to jump into the court to get the ball in, which probably gets you splattered. Yeah, I mean, surely
that's just getting you splattered if there's anyone in a position to do it.
But it's a decent way to get a cheeky score if you need it.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I'm sure we'll have to, see if it turns up in future rotations. It would be a shame for it to just languish,
on it,
not getting any love.
Anyway.
So yeah, obviously at this point, Diamantia have their back to the wall. They've lost 4 games in a row, and honestly, at least one of them was one that I don't think they were expecting to lose.
Yeah.
That was
it's really rough. It's like
really, really rough. Clams won.
And you've just got to come back from that. Like, otherwise, you just kind of roll over. Like,
yeah, at this point,
I want to see some things going on here from Diamantia.
All right, H3 Nozzle Nose D coming out there from next.
Yeah, all right.
And meanwhile,
I will grant
a slightly more turf-friendly lineup there. No blasters anymore on Diamantia's side.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the roller. It's probably just their slaying weapon, which I can understand. But yeah, Yurika's gone for a fairly turf-heavy comp surprise. Yeah,
I mean, who'd have thought in turf war? We do see that early down there. Goizor doing a good job of just intimidating a bit, preventing an advance into the mid with his own inkjet. But Yurika claiming all the paint in the mid to begin with.
Another inkjet.
And then 3 players going down just like that. Bang, bang, bang. But, only one left on each side. And by default, I feel that once again is working out in Yurika's favour. iFlux not really in a position to claim much, whereas meanwhile we've got Yurika moving up
Probably
into that
waiting
platform.
for ones, which I think is wise.
Absolutely. You don't want to just run in and get yourself bopped. There we go. We got bubbles coming out into the center. Seeing, two down on Yurika's side there.
That's good.
You need that. Obviously Diamantia feeling very happy about that. Managed to trap that Octo Shot. I guess that's the thing though. Because the middle's just, so depressed, it's just stuck there in the bottom. You can't really rely on that as a defensible area for your points into. You really do need to paint the opponent's areas.
Yeah. Like you wanna get most of mid, and then you just slowly paint out your own base. And then once you've done that, you just kind of try and push in to get more. Also, according to AEST, Asylum died to the fan back there.
Oh wow!
Not the bomb. That's impressive.
Well, you gotta respect those fans.
I don't even know
just
how
free
much
cover.
damage they do.
I don't either, but they don't care what you've been hit with beforehand. If you've been hurt and you decide to hide behind them, a little tap's all it takes. And now Yurika really just getting a chance to run away with it here. They've got all mid. They've all these little patches that they don't really need to bother cleaning up because they're still on the offensive.
They just push in and stop Diamantia from coming back in.
Lanford there manages to clean up next, despite being under fire from a distance. There we go, though. Hunted down. Ace very much in charge of the situation.
Ooh, free down from Diamantia.
I think at this point, it's one of those situations
left.
Yeah, where it's not the last 30 seconds, it's the 30 seconds before the last 30 seconds that count. It'll be a miracle at this point if Diamantia are able to get back in and, take the lead here. I think, unfortunately, it's those horrible situations.
Just a roller in mid is like, oh boy. Yeah, that looks like a very yellow map.
I don't think we need Judd services this time round. Kaboom, there we go. So a very confident finish to what was a very confident set from Yurika. They didn't care if they were in the lead or if they were trailing. They just went, we're going to win this. We're going to make it happen. Boy, well,
Alrighty.
That was something. That was definitely something to watch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it just felt like Diamantia was just not quite. I think they're still just trying to work out a few things. Is the impression that I got, and that's okay. It's gonna happen from time to time, and hopefully they just take it in stride and they come back stronger next week.
Yeah, of course, Yurika's a very, very tough team to go up against in week 1.
Yeah.
They're coming off the high of a, very, very confident performance in season 1 and a very, very, a set of very, very nice performances in a bunch of tournaments. They're, they're on pace. They know what they're trying to do. I don't think there's really much shame in going down against a team as strong as that.
Yeah. It's just unfortunate when you get put against them first and you just, most of these players were in Div 1, Div 2. I'd have to pay more attention, but they're probably no strangers to this kind of level. It's just they've just got to figure some things out. No,
I'm sure they will. Give them time, and we will probably see some pretty great things. Likewise, I'm sure we're going to see some more excellent matches from Yurika for the remainder of this season.
Absolutely.
Now, I think we're going offline for a little bit. We're going to be coming up next at 8:30 for a Division 4 match between Sea Salted Squids and Part-Time Pirates. I believe you're going to be busy then, Grace.
Yeah.
So I will be casting...
You just have to rope someone else.
Yeah, well, I think Seb's willing to lend me a hand there, so that'll be fun.
Alrighty.
And then at 10 o'clock, I'm pretty sure Calamar Cat and Ace are going to be casting a Division... Oh, I should know this. I've completely forgotten. Yeah, another Division 1 match, Midnight and Lime Soda.
Ooh, that'll
who,
be
of course, clashed back in the seeding tournament. I think it was a 2-1 win for Midnight then, so I'll be interested to see just, what each team's going to bring by way of adjustments there.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes, and it might set the scene for Div 1.
Yeah, should be cool.
For the rest of the series.
And Yeah, just a reminder, Rose is doing her best to put together a highlights reel for this week's action, so please, if you get any cool plays, if you see anything cool, if you're, recording something, please clip it. Put it on Twitter with the hashtag Oceanink... Oh, I should know this. This is terrible. Oceanink Series? Oceanink Series. And she will do her best to hunt out all the cool stuff that's there, shown there and assemble it.
Get on that, folks.
Yeah, please do.
Get out there, play your matches, do some awesome things so that we can all marvel at everyone.
In the meantime, I think that's it for the evening, for this session. Thanks, Grace. You've been an excellent commentary partner.
I try. Sometimes.
Well, you make it work.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. Later, folks.